Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if he can get to him.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking to throw, Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now Zach's right back in the other direction. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Over the middle, hauled in by him.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And they'll try to run the option here. Now the Michigan man, Khalil Mullins.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Khalil Mullins.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Play action now. Dart.
It got his man complete. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
To throw, Dart.
And that is incomplete.
certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 34-yard line.
To the air, Dart.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Dart. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
This 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Hands it off out of the gun.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
36-yard line.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Donovan Ezeraku. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10.
Giants 10.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more power?
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now back to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, a 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football.
Also, Diggy Zua with the effort there to earn the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's Dart.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Come on. Cowboys. Check.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line. Scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready. 19, Tiger. Ready.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw now, Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 34 yards.
From the gun, here's Dart.
And the Giants first down.
That ball caught by Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now throwing again, here's Dart. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go. Nike 18. Go.
To throw is Dart. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Giants.
Throwing, Dart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Dallas, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.